So, hello students. Today we are going to learn part 4, that is some applications of trigonometry of chapter number 9. Okay, so now let us start with an example. Now, here we have an example. A 1.5-meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. Find the distance he walked towards the building. Okay, so now the condition is given that the height of the boy is 1.5 meter. Okay, so here we have a figure for that. Now, what is the condition? The height of the boy is 1.5. So let us consider that this AB represents the height of the boy, which is 1.5 meter tall. He is standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. So here this EC is a 30-meter tall building. Okay, and the boy is standing at some distance from this building. The angle of elevation from his eyes. Now remember that the angle of elevation is from his eyes. Okay, to the top of the building. He is standing here, so the angle of elevation at first is 30 degree. Okay, so we'll consider only this about 30 degree. Now we want to find that how much distance he covers. Okay, so let us see that one afterwards. Now the distance covered means he is moving towards the building, so somewhat distance will be here. Now in first condition, if the height of the boy is 1.5 meter, okay, then we have to mark this DC as same as the height of the boy. Why? Because the angle of elevation is from this point, not from B. Now, if we mark it in this way, then this building and this point D will make an angle of 90 degrees. That I am marking it over here. Now, EDA is forming a right angle triangle. Now, this total distance of a building or total height is 30. If we reduce the height of boy, or if we subtract the height of boy, we get the remaining height of building as 28.5. That is 30 minus 1.5. So the remaining height of the boy is 28.5. Okay. Now the boy is moving towards the building, so the angle of elevation will be increasing. Okay. So I'm just making this figure small and let us bring it here. Okay. Now when the boy is moving towards the building, suppose it has reached up to point F. So now this GF is what? Same the height of the boy. But now from this point when he is looking at the top of the building, the angle of elevation is increased. Okay, we have to find that how much distance the boy has covered. Now this BF is same as AG, so we have to find the distance AG. For finding this distance AG, first we have to find distance AD. Okay, this AG will be what? It will be equals to distance of AD minus GD, that is this total distance minus this distance will give you what? AG, that we have marked over here. Okay, so if you look at both the figures, we get two different conditions, two different triangles you can say. So let us bring this figure here. Now in first condition the boy is standing here, so we get a triangle ADE. From that we will get a value of AD. In second condition, when the boy is covering some distance, he is standing at point F, so his height will be GF. Now we get another triangle, that is GDE. From this we will get a value of GD. Now as we have seen, if you want to find AG, we should know both the values of AD also and GD. Now this is our requirement. Now let us start it. So here we have our figure also. So in figure, AB is the height of the boy, as we have represented here in first condition, and EC is the height of the building. This EC is height of the building. Now this CD is equal to AB is equal to 1.5 meter, and this DE, that is this much part. Now why we are finding this DE? Because angle of elevation is from point A. Okay, if it was from point B, no need to find this distance. Okay, so now this DE is what? EC, that is total height of the building minus height of the boy. Okay, so that is 30 minus 1.5, that equals to 28.5. Now further, in triangle ADE, angle D is 90 degree. Okay, so now this ED, for this angle 30, this ED is opposite side. We want to find this AD, so that is its adjacent side. So we have a ratio for adjacent upon opposite. That ratio is what? Cot. Okay, so cot of this angle, that is 30, equals to adjacent upon opposite. Now which side is adjacent? Okay, so the adjacent side is AD for angle 30, so AD upon DE. Okay, and cot 30, what is the value of cot 30? So it is root 3. Okay, now we already have value of DE. DE is how much? So it is 28.5. So that value we can write here. So when we change the side, we get AD equals to 28.5 into root 3. Okay, so now we are having this total value, that is value of AD, that is how much? 28.5. Now when the boy is covering some distance, okay, so now we want to find the value of this GD. Again same condition. Now in triangle GDE, GDE, now for this angle 60, this side is adjacent, this side is opposite. We want to find this adjacent. So the ratio for adjacent upon opposite is cot of 60 degree. So cot 60 equals to GD upon DE, that is this GD upon DE. Okay, now what is the value of cot 60? So cot 60 is 1 upon root 3. GD unknown, and DE is 28.5, that we have written it over here. Now in next step, this 28.5 will change its side, so you will get 28.5 upon root 3 equals to GD. Okay, now we want to find the value of AG, that is distance covered by the boy. Okay, so the distance traveled by the boy is equal to how much? AG. Now AG is given by what? Already we have seen AG is given by AD, that is this total distance minus GD. Okay, so that we have mentioned it over here, AD minus GD. Now what is the value of AD? So AD already we have written it as 28.5 into root 3 minus value of GD, we got it from here, that is 28.5 upon root 3. Now further totally calculation part is there. Calculation you can do as per your own convenience. Okay, here I have done some calculation, let us see it. Okay, now here what I have done, root 3 is there, here denominator is 1, so let us do take LCM. So root 3 will multiply here, 1 will multiply here, so in next step you will get 28.5 into root 3 into this root 3 minus 1 into 28.5, 28.5, and root 3 into 1, root 3. Okay, now this root 3 into root 3 will become 3. So in next step we will get 28.5 into 3 minus 28.5 upon root 3. Now this value we get it as 57 upon root 3. Now in next step what we have to do, this denominator is irrational number, so we will rationalize the denominator. How to rationalize it? So we'll get 57 upon root 3 into root 3 upon root 3. Okay, so in next step, now this root 3 will multiply to root 3, so it will become only 3, and numerator will get 57 root 3. Okay, now this 57 can be cancelled by this 3, as 3 ones are and 3 19s are, so our final answer will be 19 root 3. So the distance traveled by the boy towards the building is 19 root 3. So hope you all must have understood up till here. So this much is enough for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Watch this video again and again so that it will be easy for you to understand and solve some more examples. Thank you.